So in our earlier example, we have randomly assumed some number of days for 1, some number of days for 2 and 3. However, when it is about financial statement analysis, we can actually find these number of days using the income statement and the balance sheet. So with these two, we should be able to identify how many number of days it took for 1, 2 and 3. So let's virtually find out the whole cash conversion cycle of the company. So let's try to find out the number of days for point number 3, that is receivables. So we're trying to find how many days it takes for cash collection. Okay, so I'll call this as cash collection days, and for doing that the first step would be to calculate the receivables turnover. Now receivables turnover is calculated using this formula: annual sales divided by average receivables. So for example, annual sales of 2012. In the denominator we've used this word called average. So what do we understand by average in this context? So do we imply that we need to kind of take only receivables of 2012 or some other average number? So here actually we take the average of 2011 receivables and 2012 receivables, we add these two up and divide this by 2 to calculate the average receivables. But before that, the first question that should come in your mind is why you are actually using average receivables at the first place. Now think about the numerator. If you look at the numerator, annual sales has happened between the year of 2011 and 2012. So we are talking about sales that has taken place during the year, so for full year. But what about receivables, which this number is available on the balance sheet? What we have is receivables at a single point in time. So we have this balance sheet amount of receivables as of 2011 on a specific date, and on another specific date we have this receivables. Now this is at a single point in time. So the best way to kind of spread this out across the year would be to kind of take this number and take this 12 number and divide this by 2, so that at least this number will not get skewed by only taking 2011 or by only taking 2012, because this is only a single point in time. So this is why we use average for balance sheet related items. So this is step 1. So say for example, if you want to find the receivables turnover for this company, let's say sales was 1000 and let's say receivables in 2011 was let's say 200, and receivables in 2012 is let's say 600. So if this would have been the case, the answer for receivables would be average receivables that we must take here. So that would be 200 plus 600 divided by 2, that is 800 by 2, that will be 400. So what happens is the formula of receivables turnover would come out to be 1000 divided by 400. So this is equal to 2.5 times. So after finding the receivables turnover, we should be in a position to find out what is the cash collection days. Now cash collection days, the formula for the same is 365 divided by your receivables turnover. So on one side we have calculated receivables turnover as 2.5, so this would be 365 divided by 2.5. So this comes out to be 146 days. So essentially we are saying that the step number 3, from finished goods till the process of making it into receivables till cash, it takes 146 days for us to do that. So, and this is how it can be calculated.